Alliant's acquisition of Analytics IQ in the summer of 2025 is going strong. We actually have just kind of started merging the two data assets. We are actually in the middle of, merging the teams. We have our C-suite set now. And actually right now it's more of just what are we going to bring to market that we think is a completely different asset than anybody else has.
So Margo, agentic AI is quickly moving from theory to actual practice. Where do you see it having the biggest impact on media planning and activation, right now?
Yes.
What's real?
So with Alliance assets that we have, so both the Alliant and the traditional Analytics IQ assets, we kind of are in this merging place with us right now. Analytics IQ did not so much use that AI piece, where Alliant did use some of that AI piece. And so we are truly diving and merging into that. And it's going from the data assets that we have and that we're known for to then getting it out in front of the clients and actually how the DSPs, the marketplaces, the agency, the brand teams are actually using it. So with us on the data assets, it's more of the how are we modeling? How quickly can we get a client's first party data, our third-party data to model that data, and how quickly can we get that out for them? Traditionally, it could have been 2 weeks, 3 weeks to do all of that. With AI now and machine learning and everything, we can get that done within days now and out to them. Then it becomes to getting it into the DSPs. It's getting it into the marketplaces. How are the DSPs using that? Is it then letting some of the clients that actually, are not those big brand, huge budget clients, letting them now have a piece of the pie because, we don't have all of this, agency time spent, the 15-minute increments, that they're billing for and things like that. It's these more AI generated, and so they can do creative faster, they can do optimization faster. So I think it's really going to be letting more of the brands actually spend the money where they want to spend it and not all of the back-end hand admin work.
Margo, Alliant's been focusing on identity and audience addressability for forever. So what's changed the most in how agencies and brands think about those two areas?
When we did this merger and having the Analytics IQ assets, that's more of that behavioral, psychographic, and all of that. And so actually that's bringing those two together. And so what we're looking at now is you either have an asset from Alliant that is that true transaction data, but we might only have so many transactions. We only know what 90 million people are doing, not the the whole US population. And so we're actually looking at taking Analytics IQ's backbone and building onto Alliance transaction assets. So that's actually Alliance transactional assets then having the US population.
The start of a new year is a perfect time to kind of take stock a bit and see where things are going. So with that in mind, Margo, I wanted to ask you, what capability or mindset will separate advertisers who win from those who struggle to keep up this year?
I think last year we had a lot of the first-party data. First-party data, first-party data. We are first-party, and we like to then actually have the third party then that accompanies that first party. So we have a lot of clients that actually send us their first party data and we then model that out. So they have a lot more people to choose from. So I think we're gonna go into this world of not thinking that everything just has to be first party. We do a lot right now with the retail media networks, the commerce media networks, all of those guys where it's yes, they do have first party, but there's things that the Pepsis, the Costcos. Costco might know for me that I have a car, I need 4 tires on my car, but Costco doesn't know what my discretionary spend is. Costco doesn't maybe know what kind of car I drive, or do I have 5 kids that I needed a minivan for and stuff like that. So it's still that third party is such an asset, and so I think we're moving kind of back into that, whereas last year was very first party data is that golden nugget. Well, third party still becomes part of that golden nugget for you as well.
So Margo, we're at CES. It's hard to think about any place else maybe right now, but we're obviously looking forward to seeing you at the Beet Retreat San Juan. So as we look towards that later this year, what topics and trends are you most excited to be talking about there?
At Beet San Juan this year, I think our focus is going to be one around the acquisition and the key pieces that both Alliant acquiring Analytics IQ assets are going to bring to the table. But it's going to be more around this customization. All brands, all agencies, they want to spend their money in the right way. Agencies want to have the brands. Brands want to see that ROI and get the buyers. And so really it is this asset of custom audiences, making sure that the brands and the agencies and in any of their marketplaces, their programmatic buys, all of that stuff, that they're getting to the right buyers. And so custom audiences, I think, is going to be the key that we're going to speak about this year.